Good morning, first graders. Miss Frank here. I am going to read you one of my favorite stories ever. It is called Stand Tall, Molly Lou Melon. And it is written by Patty Lovell. And the illustrations are done by David Catrow. What does the illustrator do? Think about it. The illustrator draws the pictures. Very good. And what is our author going to be doing? Writing the words. Yes. Great job, first graders. I'm so excited to read this to you. So let's get started. Molly Lou Melon stood just taller than her dog, and she was the shortest girl in the first grade class. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Walk as proudly as you can, and the world will look up to you." She is kind of short, isn't she? So she did. Molly Lou Melon, let me see, here we go, had buck teeth that stuck out so far she could stack pennies on them. She didn't mind. Her grandma told her, "Smile big and the world will smile right alongside you." Sounds like her grandma was very smart. So she did. Look at that beautiful smile. Molly Lou Melon had a voice that sounded like a bullfrog being squeezed by a boa constrictor. She didn't mind. Her grandma told her, "Sing out clear and strong, and the world will cry tears of joy." She is singing, isn't she? Look at that frog in that picture. What do you think he is thinking? He maybe is not thinking she is the best singer. And we can tell by that look on his face. I wonder what she's going to do next. So she did. Molly Lou Melon was often fumble-fingered. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Believe in yourself, and the world will believe in you too." Looking at this picture, what do you think fumble-fingered means? That was what they said. She was fumble-fingered. But we could look at that picture and that could help us figure out what that means. Yes, she might be clumsy, huh? She is on the floor and has lots of broken dishes all over her. So she did. Then Molly Lou Melon moved to a new town. She had to say goodbye to her grandma and all of her friends. Look at her waving goodbye. And start in a new school. How do you think you would feel if you were starting in a new school? On the first day of school, Ronald Durkin called her Shrimpo in gym class. When the game started, Molly Lou Melon caught the football, ran under the legs of Ronald Durkin, and scored a touchdown. All the children thought, "Wow, she's good." And Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. Look at that Ronald Durkin. He's almost upside down. She ran right underneath him. On the second day of school, I'll have to show you this picture. Look at that. On the second day of school, Ronald Durkin called her Bucky Tooth Beaver. Molly Lou Melon took out her pennies, stacked 10 high on her teeth, and smiled as big as day. All the children smiled with glee, and Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. Look at his face in that one. She has 10 pennies stacked high. And I have a bonus question for you. How much is a penny worth? How many cents is a penny worth? If you said 1 cent, you are correct. We've been talking about our pennies, and we know that they are worth 1 cent. On the third day of school, Ronald Durkin said, "You sound like a sick duck, honk honk." Molly Lou Melon sang out a quack so clear and strong that it made Ronald Durkin somersault backwards, hit his head, and have to go to the nurse. All the children cried with joy to be free of Ronald Durkin for the rest of the afternoon. And Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. On the fourth day of school, Ronald Durkin said that she'd made the snowflake all wrong. But Molly Lou Melon opened up her paper and revealed the most beautiful snowflake of all. All the children oohed and awed, even Ronald Durkin. They are starting to think she maybe is something special, huh? On the fifth day of school, Ronald Durkin brought Molly Lou Melon a stacking penny for her tooth and smiled at her. That night, Molly Lou Melon took out a pencil and paper and wrote a letter to her grandma. Dear Grandma, I wanted to tell you that everything you told me was exactly right. Love, Molly Lou Melon. Look at her grandma there. Who does she kind of look like? She kind of looks like Molly Lou Melon. And that is the end of our story.